A very warm welcome to the Kopiko Purple League. This is the Sports Arena Sentosa. We are on the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur, in PJ to be more precise. And this is match day 3 of this revolutionary tournament. I'm Des Corkill, ahead of today's match. Joining me in the commentary box is Donald Spears, a club player who has ambitions to play at this level. It's a good level of competition, Donald.
Yeah, I will never give up my dream of playing at the top level of badminton, and Purple League is certainly the top level. We've seen that in the last couple of weeks.
We've got some big names today. Puchong United will be having Tommy Sugiyato and Liu Darren as part of their lineup. They will come into this match as red-hot favourites. They've got 31 games won in their 2 matches played so far. They can't go top of the table, but with the likes of Sugiyato, Lim Chu Sien and Liu Darren, Donald, they are real red-hot favourites for today.
Well, they are definitely favourites in the individual matches. We'll see how the doubles games play out, but obviously the objective here for Puchong is to absolutely maximise the points they can get, or the games they can get, because Muar City have set an incredibly high benchmark in their matches so far, and they're not going to go anywhere. All of their players are just as top level.
We just saw it in the table there. Kajang are struggling. They are in 10th in the table. Right, the teams are about to be introduced. Let's go down to the court side.
And now let's bring on the home side, ladies and gentlemen. Scream for Kajang BC! Your captain, Wong Kin Ying! Ong Sun Hong! Victor Ong Jing Kai! Bong Guang Ye! Chong Suk Chin! Tanesh Virapan! Man Wei Chong! Quick Yi Jian! Linda Agnes! Your coach, Lokman Hakim! And your team manager, Yo Kaelun! And these are the 2 teams in the first side, ladies and gentlemen. Kajang BC and Puchong United BC!
Okay, so the team lineups are there as the players now applaud their fans. It's a compact, tight arena, terrific atmosphere. And just before we actually get on with the contest and the first singles match, which we'll see Tommy Sugiyato, we'll be going down courtside once again to Jason Desmond, who will be talking to the respective managers.
All right, we're down here on the tournament arena floor with both managers. Let's start with Puchong United BC first. Irina Inozemtseva, you have really pulled out all the stops. You have pretty much a full team. You have Liu Darren in second singles. Why didn't you put him in first? Is it a strategic one to start off the tie very well?
Yes, we would like to use a different strategies, and we want to test all our players in different categories and different lineup. So for the future, we would like to use the best out of our team performance.
Very, very nice. Now, let's speak to Kajang BC team manager Yo Kaelun right now. In the standings, things are not exactly how you want it. We're into round 3 already right now. Where ideally, before we go for the long break, where ideally would you like to see your team? In the top half, obviously, but where exactly?
Actually, like Puchong BC, they put a full team here, so we will try our best to win the match. Of course, now our featured player like Henderson Tiawan, they're not in, but we still have tried our best to get some points from there.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Both managers, shake hands one more time. Shake hands one more time. And may the best team win. Back to you in the commentary box. All
Thanks very much, JD. Yes, here's the first matchup. Wong Kin Yik, 371 in the world against number 4 in the world, Donald. This should be a straightforward win. Sugiyato's already got 2 3-love victories in his first 2 match days. 3-love again today.
Well, Sugiyato is obviously a world-renowned player. He brings excitement for so many fans around the world, including myself. I think Wong has got to really focus on the positives from his last game. He actually handled the attacking power of Gochin very well, but just didn't have enough in his own locker in response. So if he can somehow manage to handle Tommy Sugiyato and hope that on the odd occasion his attacking prowess will get something, then maybe he can win a game. But as a prediction, Sugiyato's got to be the favorite.
So Sugiyato and a nervous-looking Wong Kin Yik. 371, but this is a wonderful opportunity for somebody like Kin Yik to be playing against genuine world-class opposition.
Absolutely, genuine world-class opposition. They've both played a lot on the circuit this year. Sugiyato obviously having a more established tournament record at the top level, but maybe somehow Wong has got to hope that that tournament schedule this year has maybe put a bit of the toll on Sugiyato. Look for some opportunities. Maybe the concentration will dip at some point in the match, and if Wong can get one game, then who knows what can happen.
The coin toss, just looking back on the previous results so far. Wong Kin Yik has played twice in the match against Dampang Jaya. He was up against Go, and he actually won a set there. He won the first set 11-9 before going down 9-11, 7-11, 7-11 in his first match. That was his only appearance so far this year. So he's certainly not been given easy opposition as the Kajang player.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. He's, in terms of handling Go, he actually did pretty well. There was a lot of long rallies for long periods of the match. Go wasn't able to fully impose himself, but when the crunch came, when it was Wong's turn to attack and get some points, he just didn't have that power, just didn't have that penetration. So maybe he's been able to work on that to some extent and see if he can have something to damage Sugiyato today.
Match officials today will introduce just a while, but Tommy Sugiyato, I mean, we can wax lyrical about him, but he's on a... He really must win. He's on a loser here. If he doesn't perform well, people will say, what's going wrong? World rank number 5 for the 26-year-old. The pressure is on in a different way for the top stars.
Definitely. Actually, we saw that even Tan Chung Sung last night, he even said as much. He said, look, in the second game, I was under a lot of stress. He actually used the word stress, and my manager just said to me, just calm down. And this is a different kind of stress that these top players have. They've got to handle the pressure of knowing that they're supposed to win. And again, that's where the young players, the rookie players, they can come in and cause a lot of problems for the top players, and they really don't like that.
Ezad and Su Ting are the match officials for today. This is the first of 2 ties that are taking place. There are 6 matches in each tie. Kajang versus Puchong, we on average are taking around about 4 hours for these ties, because it's generally this Kopiko Purple League. The matches have been an awful lot closer, I think, than people anticipated. Best of 5 sets, but very many of them are going to 4 and 5 sets.
Yeah, I mean, the marathon again, the marathon match last night between the 2 female singles players, I mean, I really enjoyed that match because, you know, on the faces of those players, not a single one of them, they had 2 very different styles, but neither of them were willing to give an inch. And really, that shows that they care about the Purple League and they really want to win this.
Puchong United fans, there for Tommy Sugiyato for Puchong. They are currently 4th in the fledgling league table. It's games won overall that will work out who wins the league at the end. Currently, Moa City atop with a remarkable 50 game victories out of a possible 54. Ampang second with 45, Klang United third with 34. They've played 3. Puchong United will be looking to pick up 15 or 16 games out of a maximum of 18 today to keep pace. Anyway, game is on, the first game is on, first match is on. It's Sugiyato to serve. Sorry, Sugiyato to receive. So Sugiyato in the pink, Wong in the blue, level.
Kajang receive serve. Love all. Play.
Put it wide.
Yeah, just finding the range.
Service over.
There's a rather hesitant approach at the net from Wong.
Well, Wong's going to feel under pressure to get every shot inch perfect here.
That's nice
And
angles.
that's very positive. That's exactly what he's got to try and do to Sugiyato, to try and give him some trouble. That's a lovely half smash in the, down the line.
It's wide.
Again wide from Sugiyato.
It's a good start from Wong.
It's that consistent handling of the attacking player that he's very good at. And it's just a question of whether or not he can just attack at the right time, strike at the right time when he gets the opportunity, sees the space, tries to get a point back.
3-1.
Having to work very hard and just floats it wide.
Service over. 2-3.
He was in
that's
control at that
disappointing.
point. Yeah.
Disappointing to see it end that way again. Wong not being overawed. Very nice attack and defend. Just unfortunate to put it in the net.
3-all in the first set, and Sugiyato has tended to start slowly in his 2 previous games. Nice rally.
Yeah, nice quick cross drop there from Sugiyato. Wong again defending well.
4-3.
But the question is whether Sugiarto's fully up to the top speed of his smash. Let's see how he does later on when he's a little bit more warmed up. Yeah, so Wong went for it there. Tried to get an opening, just unlucky to put it below the tape.
3.
The Kajang player is having to work so hard, though. Tommy Sugiyato just seems to... The anticipation of Sugiyato once again.
Yeah, that's what the men's game's all about, is you see the opening and then you strike. Now, Wong is concentrating hard. He's got to be aware, though, that Sugiyato is one of the fittest players on the tour, so if he tries to play a controlling game and try to wear him down by moving him around, that might not be successful for him.
3.
Good leave. Good work in the lunges, though. There were a couple of lovely drop shots, and Sugiarto picked them up no problem.
Yeah, it's nice to see the quality in the net shots. Just a bit unlucky to put it out on the line, the long clear.
Oh. Anticipation, angles, and Wong is wondering what he has to do.
Yeah, Sugiarto a little bit fortunate there. Came off the tape, but still was in the right place to kill it on the cross drop. Very tight angle he got on that.
I think earlier on in the set you said he's got to get everything spot on, and if he's just slightly wrong, it's cost him 3 points.
Exactly, yeah.
There's the power and the movement.
So light on his feet, Sugiarto.
10, game point.
26-year-old Indonesian has game point for Puchong United. Successfully delivered.
Yeah, just couldn't catch it to block the shot. First game to Sugiarto.
And after a bright opening from Wong, it was very difficult because Sugiarto has what, from 3-all, he's motored away to take that first set by 11 games to 3. So Donald, I'm putting you in Wong Kinyik's shoes. How do you work Tommy Sugiarto out?
Well, I would take a lot of heart from I think it was the second rally where it was a very nice smash down the line, and it's not easy to do when you're in the game, but to try and change the style a little bit, to try and attack a little bit more Tommy Sugiarto, to use your skill, to use my skills for the control, but then really try and attack at the right moment. Now, he did try that a couple of times. It's just a little bit unlucky. Maybe 2 or 3 times it didn't work out, but at least once it did. So he's got to keep that in his mind and try and raise his game and raise his attacking game, especially to try and put Tommy Sugiarto under pressure.
This is the Kopiko Purple League. We are at the Stadium Arena Sentosa in Petaling Jaya. 12 teams vying for the title of the first Purple League champion. And Puchong United amongst the early pace setters. Kajang, until the turn of the year when their superstars turn up, have just got to try and hang in their second game. It's Puchong United to serve. Oh, missed opportunity.
Yeah, you sense Sugiarto wants to mean business now, because he pounced on that very quickly. Made a nice deception before, just didn't work out.
That's gone long. Just look at the serving. Nobody serves any long serves in the men's game anymore.
Well, yeah, it's a statement that you want to attack the shuttle, because by lifting, you're really giving your opponent a bingo chance. And at this level now, you really want to keep the shuttle down and only lift when you can put your opponent under pressure. So that's a big change from the olden days, I guess, and the changes in the rackets have helped a lot with that as well, because you can generate so much quick power now with a smash that, at least in the men's game, the lifting serve is not widely used anymore unless it's a deception or flick.
Good power in the smash from Sugiarto. He's quickly up to a 3-1 lead in this second set. Change of shuttlecock.
3-1.
Pushed it too long. He's misjudged 2 now like that, Sugiarto.
Sugiarto's got to try and be patient. I mean, he knows he has the upper hand, but he's still got to stay disciplined, not try and take too many chances too quickly, just wear his opponent down.
Puchong United, Tommy Sugiarto in real control of this first of 6 matches in the tie against Kajang. But for Kajang, every game is important. As many games as they can accumulate before the New Year break. Body language says a lot, and facial language of the manager as well.
Yeah, that's a bread and butter shot that he's put long, unfortunately.
Super badminton on the cross court.
Yeah, it's very nice. Cross-court smash, you've really got to be committed to it, because if your opponent gets a racket on it, then it's going to go tight to the net and you've got to chase after it. But no problems for Sugiarto there, puts it in the right place, straight past Wong. No reply.
It's the 5th clear winner of the contest for Tommy Sugiarto. Our statistics being kept by Namaji, our chosen data provider. Score at the bottom. 1 KY from Kajang, Tommy Sugiarto from Puchong in the pink, serving. Lovely disguise.
Yes, that kind of deception. A half smash. Wong's a bit confused, can't get it back. I think he's been a bit unfortunate. He played some very nice defensive and net shots ahead of that last shot in the rally. I think you'll feel disappointed not to get something out of that.
That's 10 unforced errors. Oh, beautifully played.
Anticipation there from Sugiarto. You could see where Wong was aiming, just took a little half step forward. The shot wasn't even in the corner and he just steps forward. Kills it with no reply.
Sugiarto leads 8-2. Great start for Puchong. Oh, he apologizes because it's clipped the tape. When you're winning, things like that go your way.
9-2.
Oh. Just going to get a little bit of cleaning on the court. This stadium in Sentosa, it's a venue made for this competition. As Irina, the team manager of Puchong United, must be pretty satisfied with her team's work, the former Russian international. Because Puchong have approached this league very seriously, Donald. They want to win it.
I would want to win it too.
So we're back on court. It's good. An error of judgment from Wong, and it's all going wrong for Kinyik.
Just snatched at that one there. That's maybe a rare exception. So far, Tommy's been very professional and very patient in his game, just attacking when he needs to.
Just his third unforced error. It's still, though, game point. It's long. Tommy Sugiarto takes the second game, 11-3.
Second game, 1 out from NBC, 11-3. Puchong United BC.
Yeah, it's a quick forehand return there from Sugiarto, and Wong just couldn't get quite back into position to respond to it and had to flail his arm, which led to the long shot.
Sugiarto always looks just that much more balanced because Wong was moving one way or the other. His weight going one side or the other, where Tommy Sugiarto always seems to be beautifully balanced.
Yes, he's a very fluid player, but that kind of fluidity doesn't really just come naturally. That's a lot of hard work. That's a lot of physical conditioning, movement drills every day on the court is very important for these players. And again, when you're on the circuit and you're playing at the top level, it takes a lot of work to get that amount of gracefulness on a day-to-day basis. But he's known for being one of the fittest players on the circuit.
Once again, Irina calmly overlooking what's going on, and not an awful lot expected from the management of Kim Yik beforehand, but I think they'd want more than a 3-11, 3-11.
Well, he's now just got to go out there and see what he can get. I mean, go out on a strong note and really just try and attack, just take a few risks and just try to get some points and try and get back in this game.
Lovely angle again.
Yeah, a little bit short on the clear from Wong. And Sugiarto just climbs up, drills it down.
Good camera angle to show the despair on Wong Kim Yik's face. Puchong in the pink, leading 2 games to love. Games accumulated over the 11-match season, or the 11-tie season. So if they win 3 games here from Tommy, it'll move them up to 34 points and level with Klang United.
1 love. Out.
Service error.
Here's a chance.
1 off.
Oh,
He's ahead in this game now. He's got to stay focused on his own game and not be deceived by the relaxed playing style of his opponent. I mean, that's a good example. Sugiarto moves very quickly, but doesn't look like it because he's very relaxed all the time.
power!
There's the power when he needs it.
In terms of smash winners, that's the 3rd smash winner from Tommy Sugiarto.
And I think that's reflective of the type of game he's playing today. He's really not going all out to hit the winners all the time. He's actually taking on Wong in his own game, playing a controlling game and just being patient enough to get the points when they arrive.
And a quick point, 4-2. He's galloping towards a 3rd victory of the season, Tommy Sugiarto. Power in the smash. I think we'll try and get the speed gun in for January, just to see what kind of pace these guys are putting in their shuttlecock.
We can certainly hear it reverberate around the stadium here every time he lets one of those off.
Good angles again.
Well, just as I said that Sugiarto was playing a controlling game, he suddenly ups his tempo, tries to get everything that comes his way. Very demoralizing for Wong.
He's throwing himself all over the court, is Wong, but Very difficult for the 23-year-old, but great experience for him. World number 377. Can you learn from such a, you know, if you're up against strong opposition, are you able to learn and absorb
Absolutely,
lessons?
absolutely. Once you start playing the top players, you start to think, well, not only do you learn the lessons, but you find a way, to compete. So just by being in proximity, your game will increase because it has to. Otherwise, you have that horrible feeling of losing all the time.
Oh, a misjudgment.
Yeah, a little bit hopeful there from Wong.
It is that losing feeling. It's hope rather than expectation that will go out. Tommy Sugiarto, 2-lever, 7-2. And the enforced errors are accumulating. That's number 13 off the racket of Kinyik.
8-2.
That's not in a
Sounded
textbook.
like the string there.
Service over.
Yeah, the string, as you said, has gone. Good camera. to
Very
actually
gone.
Get it. New racket, it's always just courtesy, just to give them a couple of swipes.
8.
Sugiarto 3 points away from a straight sets victory. Oh. Well played.
Ah, great shot. Nice to see a winner there from Wong. Actually, he set that up very well. Sugiarto was hovering at the net, waiting to pounce on the net shot, but it was such a tight net shot, tumbling. No chance but to lift.
There's a response. Powerful smash, clear winner, number 10. Sixth smash winner of the contest.
Service over. 9-4.
Just too powerful on that smash.
He's a class act, Tommy Sugiarto. The big names have really got to deliver, and Sugiarto is doing exactly that. Match point for Puchong. Well, she wins the point, even looking at the court.
He finally hit that corner that he missed a couple of times in the first game to win the match.
It's a comprehensive victory from the world number 5, Tommy Sugiarto. He has beaten Wong Kinyik 11-3, 11-3, 11-4. And Kajang off to a losing start. But Puchong United, in pursuit of Muar City and Ampang Jaya at the top of the table, get a 3-love victory. And here's just an example of the pace of Sugiarto around the court.
It's the pace and it's the deceptive movement and the ability just to strike a shuttle when he wants. A very professional performance there from Sugiarto. I think he's showing real mental toughness, not to be intimidated by any opponent, even when he's expected to win. He delivers the goods. Great result.
Let's go down courtside. JD is talking to the match winner, Tommy Sugiarto.
All right, down here on the tournament arena floor with the winner of the first match, Tommy Sugiarto. Tommy, how do you feel? Bagaimana perasaan being the first singles, always having to bring the point? Do you feel a lot of pressure?
Ya, I'm very happy ya. Saya sangat senang sekali ya bisa menyumbangkan poin untuk tim, tim saya Puchong BC United untuk bisa meraih poin di game pertama ini.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. 3-0 winner, Tommy Sugiarto. Back to you in the Ivory Court commentary box. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Sugiarto!
First set highlights here, or first match highlights. Tommy Sugiarto from Indonesia in the pink shirt of Puchong United, and would take this one comprehensively. Statistically, it was all short serves. He had just one service error, 7 smash winners, 9 clear winners, 6 unforced errors against 14 for his opponent, Wong Kin-yik, who at 377 in the world will love this opportunity. We mentioned it a couple of times, Donald, but it's a great opportunity for the likes of Wong Kin-yik.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity. Wong just didn't have, for me, the physical ability to get around the court and attack Sugiarto. And you're right, the unforced errors there are a little bit disappointing, and he'll know he can do better than that. But at the end of the day, a lot of those errors come because actually Sugiarto's put it in a very tight spot for him to play.
You just mentioned those unforced errors. Look down the left-hand column. Unforced errors for Wong Kin-yik, 14. Smash winners for Tommy Sugiarto, obviously the most exciting element of any badminton match is the smash winners, and 7 of them, and he certainly served up 22 minutes of really good action, did Tommy Sugiarto, and it's a winning start for Puchong United. Next match is the women's singles. Linda Agnes representing Kajang up against Lim Chu-sien. Linda Agnes making her first Kopiko Purple League appearance of the season for Kajang. And she's got a tough task on her hands, because Lim Chu-sien, in her 2 previous matches, if I can dig it up, she was beaten 3-1 against Sedang, and picked up a victory in her second match, 3-love against Li Ziyi. To find out more, let's go down courtside. JD is talking to respective managers about the players.
All right, we're down here on the tournament arena floor with the 2 managers. Let's speak to Yoke Lun first for Kajang. Now, Boon Wei-ying was your preferred ladies singles player for 2 rounds already. Right now you have Linda Agnes who's having a first match here. Is it strategic, or are you resting Wei-ying?
Actually, I think Linda Agnes can win by 2 games, maybe. Of course, Puchong BC, they have strong team. Of course, we will try our best to win the game. Yeah.
But this is all strategic, lad. Let her rest a bit, is it?
Yeah, of course, yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now let's have a chat with Irina Inozemtseva, manager of Puchong United BC. Now, you are sticking with Chu-sien. How would you say she's performed so far in the 2 rounds?
Well, Chu-sien is our young talent. We are really glad to have her in our team. So we want to give her a chance to bring to the team the best and to show her talent to the rest of the world.
Right. So far, so good then.
Yeah, we are very happy, and we hope she will continue with her great performance as on the last match against Bansa Hawks.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Back to you in the commentary box.
Thanks again, JD. Yep, as we have a look here at Lim Chu-sien, she's won 1, lost 1 in the Purple League this year, 20 years of age, world ranking number 163. And while she looked nervous on match day 1, as soon as round 2 or match day 2 kicked in, she had a little bit more confidence about it. As for Linda, the 19-year-old Indonesian, world ranking 450, and it's a rather daunting experience to come into this kind of arena and be expected to perform instantaneously, Donald.
Yeah, for your first appearance, there's a lot of different things in the hall that you need to get used to. You need to get used to the crowd, the lighting, just the way the floor moves. It's very easy to get intimidated or just distracted really by what's going on around you. But both of these players have played a lot of tournaments before. This might be the biggest stage that they've played in so far, but certainly they'll be well used to working with an experienced umpire, having a nice clean court to play on, and having a tournament atmosphere. So we'll see how they handle the pressure though.
Kopiko Purple League, Kajang in the blue. Lost the first match, 3 games to love, so their season of woe continues. For Puchong United though, they will be trying to gather as many games as they possibly can to catch up with Mar City and Ampang up at the top. A reminder how the league operates. Each team plays 11 ties, and the total number of games won in the 6 matches in those 11 ties will determine who the league winner is. Here, it's 3-love Puchong. This is the second match. It's the women's singles double. Oh, good judgment. You said it takes some getting used to, but she's right into the distance.
Showing a lot of confidence just to let that one ride by. In the end, about a foot out. Taking the time to give the shuttle back, that's allowed. Well, that's an example of why a high serve can still sometimes be effective. It's never nice to hit the shuttle as it comes straight down on top of you.
Jusen, good power, good placement. Less powerful there. She's a big, strong girl, is Jusen. I mean, sometimes not the most agile on her feet.
Yeah, it's getting that balance between having the strength really to penetrate on your attacking shots, but then also maintain that mobility. So even the tall players in badminton, you see them, they still work on that footwork, try and get around the court. Very nicely constructed point there. Linda Agnes playing some tight net shots. Not afraid to attack when the time is right, and she gets the reward.
It's in, and it's a lovely, deft little shot from Jusen.
Yeah, that was a nice net shot in response to the cross drop. You've got to chase those down. As soon as you're hitting cross, there's a good chance that it'll come straight back over the net, and if you're not there to attack it, then it'll hit the deck.
Good competitive start to this women's singles, the second of the 6 matches in the match between Kajang and Puchong. Puchong in the pink, Kajang in the blue. Designated home team are Kajang. Nicely played.
Yeah, she was there. Quite an easy net shot in the end. Held the discipline, kept the racket back.
It's dropped in.
Yeah, that's a good attacking shot there from Lynn. Linda was out of position and the gap was there. She just couldn't get back across to reach it. Well, she's smiling because she knows she should have done better with that one. Linda under a lot of pressure, gets it back. And Lim had all the time in the world. Sometimes there's just too much time.
Talked about discipline on the previous shot. She waited for the previous shot. That one, she just waited too long. Good competitive start. Linda Agnes, the teenager from Indonesia. Just seeing them warming up in the courts upstairs earlier on. She looked a little bit nervous, did Linda?
Well, she's certainly now coming into her game. I think the Indonesians all have real mental toughness. That's been my experience of playing with them. So it's normal to have a little bit of nerves, but it's what you do on the court that counts, and fist pumping there is a really strong indication that she's up for this.
Just couldn't stretch. She was on the back foot and couldn't transfer the weight. But there's a lot of weight. Looking there at the coaching staff of Puchong United, who leads 7-5.
That's a beautiful shot. That's textbook stuff. You reach, push to the opposite corner. Your opponent's scrambling to get something back. In this case, she couldn't even get a racket on it. Very satisfying when those land in.
Racket head was late getting around there. So much wrist action to get yourself in the right position.
Absolutely. This badminton depends on the wrist, and we saw actually Linda's got a very nice action. She played a couple of nice cross drops, just flicking the wrist. A lot of deceptive power in there.
Again, good judgment. That's twice now. She's worried about playing a shot and then decided to leave it and being proven correct. And again, she's got herself back, shows her 3 points down, and now she's on to 8-all on serve, Linda.
And there's real concentration on Linda's face here. She's got the momentum with her at the moment.
We do speak too soon, I believe, Donald.
Yeah.
Now down to the business end. Best of 5 sets, first to 11. This is where the pressure builds. And the pressure is telling on Linda Agnes. Set point. Again, good judgment.
Not over yet. Lim seems to have pushed a lot of those shots quite long. She's maybe just struggling to get the range.
It's her 8th and forced error, but she's still got game point. Good variation
great
from
shot.
Linda.
Great shot. Really nice to see that.
Now we have a deciding point.
Just turned the body, got in position, put it down the line.
On serve with game point, having saved, is it 2 game points? It was 8-10, now 10-all.
Double game point.
She's got it.
Amazing, amazing. Amazing concentration to come back from, I think it was 10-7, 10-8 down. That will be a huge confidence boost for Linda Agnes.
A first smash winner, what a perfect time to do it. On game point, having faced 3 game points against her. And that's what it means to Linda Agnes. And Kajang are on the scoreboard. They trailed 3-1 in games overall, but Linda has taken this a 24-minute first game.
Well, the coaches are already smiling because that's a result in itself. That's a game from somebody that's ranked over 300 places below the opponent. Let's see what else she can do in the second.
Now, will that be a rollicking or just words of encouragement? Because surely if you're in control of a set like that and you let it go.
It'll be interesting to see what happens for Lim on the other end of the court. A lot of the shots that she was playing were pushed out the back and left by Linda Agnes, so maybe something to do with maybe the environment or the wind that was just causing her a problem. She played pretty solid apart from that. No reason to think that she's lost it yet.
So Kajang Badminton Club have their first game on the board. It's the second game of the women's singles level. Oh, I tell you, there's some gust-like winds in this facility.
Wow. Now Lim has got to step up here. Her opponent is putting under a lot of pressure. And that's the best way to do it.
Chusien. She's had a difficult 5 minutes from a winning position in the first game. The misjudgment on the earlier serve, but now she's 1-all. She's got a little bit more experience, a much better world ranking, and expectation on her shoulders. Out.
Well, that's long. I wonder if there's something on that court today that's causing the misjudgments that we saw so often with Lim. I think three went out almost exactly the same as that. Now Linda's had the same problem.
On this end of the court is where the exit is for the fans, and very often the drafts can just have a swirling effect. Because you're right, it is just this end of the court where the misjudgments have taken place. Nicely played.
Yeah, good net shot. She hovers around, waiting for the response from Linda Agnes. It's not a perfect net shot, and she's there just to tap it down.
Chusien, a little bit more agility about the footwork, on her toes, very soft.
Yeah, that was nice to see that effort to get up to that one and play an attacking slice, which was very effective.
Puchong fans enjoying their moment in the spotlight and enjoying the comeback from the women's singles girl. It's a different Chusien out there in the second set.
To her credit, she's really kept herself steady and not been affected by the clear enthusiasm by her opponent. It's just playing a steady game. She's now 5-1 up.
That's a number of errors in the first set, but it's 9th overall, but this is the first one of the second set. Again, courtesy of Majid Data, Donald Spears is the man with the analysis for today. player who has ambitions to play in this Kopiko Purple League in seasons to come. And having just given Chu Sien a big write-up, she's now put in a couple of errors, Donald.
Maybe I won't say too much more.
It's in. And Linda Agnes. Oh, that's an approving little look from her coach.
Just on the line.
Good camera, boys. Well done. Just long.
Yeah, she wasn't in the best position to judge that one. More of a reaction shot. Sometimes those work out, and sometimes they just go a bit long like that one.
Ah, lovely play. Would need to be a contortionist, Linda, to get that one back. 7-4 to Lim Chu Sien. It's
Nice
a difficult one
pressure.
to call, isn't it? Because they're both putting different pressure on at different times.
Yes, yeah, well, that was nice pressure from Linda Agnes. She deserved her point on that one. Lim defended well for a time, but just in the end, had to put it wide.
Service fault. That's wasteful.
Every time she just gets a little bit ahead, there's just that one or two errors that seem to creep in from Lim.
That's an important point. At 9-6, the finishing line is in sight.
Now she has to put what happened in the last game out of her mind and just get this one over the finish line from a good position.
Four set points, but she had 2 set points in the previous set.
That was a good smash to finish, but really the net play before that was good setup, and then just a poor lift from Linda, which gave the opportunity to kill it from Lim.
Game point for Puchong. There's one saved.
Yeah, just coming off the frame of the racket, but Linda's taking it. She's delighted. She's got to keep believing that luck's going to be on her side today.
Still game point. And Lim Jinxiu has taken this second game